Alright, what's going on, you guys? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this live streaming that I'm gonna have today, this morning, Saturday, but still night in the US and still night in not all over the world, but in some places it's still night. But I know that y'all are up still, and I bet that y'all want to know what is the latest news regarding to Real Madrid, and of course that's why I am here, right? Yeah. Okay, the signal is up, so you should be. Let me see if this is working.
It's up,
yeah,
so
it is working. Perfect.
you should be.
Perfect. Okay, we're up. All right. Yeah, for the first time, I'm gonna stream for some of y'all who are really asking me for, and especially for all those of y'all who are still waiting more news regarding to Real Madrid. I cannot promise though I'm gonna stream every day, right? But as you know, I upload videos every day, and if there are important news to be shared with y'all, of course I'll be here talking about Real Madrid, our favorite team, of course. And yeah, but you already have, just in case you cannot watch this stream, you still already have the videos that I uploaded like 10 minutes ago regarding to Real Madrid. Some of them very important, especially the guy who has been unveiled by Carlo Ancelotti, who apparently is pushing to leave Real Madrid just because he has realized he has not a spot for Real Madrid this year, and that player is Marco Asensio, right? Marco Asensio apparently wants out from Real Madrid, and it's not surprising for me though, considering the player has been pushing out since day one. I mean, since the very first day of summer, and I understand. I mean, I'm not mad at him. I really understand why he's pushing out, because he really wants to play, right? He really wants to play. I'm not saying for Real Madrid, but he really wants to play for whoever it is, right? He really wants to play, and that's the most important for him. So that's why he is pushing out. And apparently now Manchester United and Arsenal are the two teams more interested in signing the player, and that's why he apparently he will. I'm pretty sure he will sign for one of those. I mean, I wouldn't say he's going to remain in Real Madrid, because he already knows that he is not going to have a single chance to play in Real Madrid. So to me, the best thing he can do is to go out and find a good team or a good place to play in. I mean, there's no point in remaining in Real Madrid when you already know the coach is not. I mean, I'm not going to say he's not okay with you, right? But he's not really convinced to give you the opportunity that you probably deserve, right? I'm not saying Marcus Asensio is not a good player for Real Madrid, but of course he hasn't been really consistent over the time, and very irregular. Showing up in the game like every once in a while. Although he was in the starting 11 the most of the time, he was the first choice for Carlo Ancelotti since a couple of years ago, for the last 2 years. But he didn't really convince the Italian coach to say, hey, he's going to be my first choice because he's doing a great job and I'm pretty sure he will succeed or something like that. No, he wasn't, right? He wasn't. So that's why I'm pretty sure he will be out of Real Madrid very soon. So let's see what happens. But the future of Marco Asensio is almost over in Real Madrid. So I wish him the best, of course, wherever the place is where he will play in. I wish him the best, and of course I hope he can succeed and show that he's still a very good player, because I'm pretty sure he is. But sometimes the things don't work out in the way we want, right? But yeah, let's wait and see what happens. So the next thing I have to talk about it is, let me see here. Yeah, Nkunku. I'm pretty sure y'all are very interested in what's going on with Nkunku. And the thing is, as you know, Real Madrid in the draw of the champions, what happened was we got Leipzig in the same group. So we will face off these guys a couple times during the group stage. And of course, the most attractive thing that we can have of playing with them, it is Nkunku. Because as you know, over the last summer, his name has been sounding and really hard for Real Madrid. I'm not quite sure though. Real Madrid was very interested really interested in signing the guy, but to me, it is a very good player, and of course, Real Madrid might be interested in keeping an eye on him. And I'm pretty sure that Florentino Perez will be scanning and monitoring his performance. And don't forget, I mean, he scored 35 goals last season, which is a lot, right? It's a lot. So to me, there's a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense for Real Madrid to find out and see if Nkunku really is really interesting for Real Madrid. But let's see what happens, because it's still soon to know what's going to happen. But he renewed his contract with Leipzig, and of course, I'm pretty sure he won't. Let me change the title, because apparently I didn't. All right, change. Perfect. So that is the thing. I think Nkunku is good enough to play in Real Madrid, and he scored 35 goals last season, which is a lot. But let me tell you, I'm not quite sure Real Madrid is really interested in signing the player, just because there's a plan. And Jose Felix Diaz told me the plan of Real Madrid is pretty much to be able to sign Erling Haaland in 2024, and that is the other thing Josep Pedrerol said the other day. I mean, he said Real Madrid might go ahead and try to sign Erling Haaland in a couple years, so there's no point in trying to sign another player before than that date, right? If we are waiting for the Norwegian player, to me it makes a lot of sense. It makes a ton of sense to stay without doing anything and just wait for Erling Haaland, right? Because it is the player we are missing the most, and in my opinion, there's no better player for Real Madrid than Erling Haaland. But let's see what happens. What is the interest of Real Madrid? Because everything might change. Because as you know, in soccer, everything can happen and everything can change overnight, right? So I don't know. Maybe we will have to Nkunku. Maybe very soon in Real Madrid. I think that at some point Nkunku has been in the loop of Real Madrid for quite a while, but other than reports and stuff like that, I don't think Real Madrid has made any call to Leipzig or something to ask for the player. I mean, Florentino Perez probably received any kind of report, thoughts, opinions, or something like that, but I don't think that Real Madrid has never pushed hard for signing the player. I'm not quite sure about it, and I would say no. I mean, I think that Real Madrid at some point might be interested in him, but I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen in the future. The player, he renewed for one more year in Leipzig, which means that if you only renew for a year, it is probably because you're thinking about to get out the next year. But I'm not quite sure Real Madrid will be your next destination. But let's see what happens. So now let's keep moving forward, and let me scroll up. Let me scroll up a little bit. Yeah. Look, there's another thing I have to talk about, and it is departures-wise, Ancelotti's managing and talking to Florentino Perez to get out of the squad these three players. These three players are Marco Asensio, as you know. The other one it's Odriozola, and the other one is Mariano. They all three players with different situations. First one, Asensio, like I said, is pushing to get out of the squad. Hey Al Gurava, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to push forward in the channel and trying to communicate with all my, to get connected to my to all my audience overseas, right? Because I'm in Spain and I'm basically working on the Spanish channel all the time, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube and all this stuff. But I know that I have a bunch of audience, right? A bunch of people watching me from overseas. So that's why I wanted to stream a little bit so you guys can have, something different from the channel. Yeah, but it's not only that y'all watching me from the United States, but also from the Middle East, right? And I know that, so that's why I wanted to be here with y'all, and I know that you already have the videos and you can watch the videos and that's it, right? But I think it's a good idea for me to connect in somehow with y'all so you feel me closer or something like that. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep talking about it, and yeah. Oh, you're from the Netherlands? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Okay, nice to meet you. So yeah, what I'm telling you is Marco Asensio is pushing out, right? Marco Asensio really wants to play. Jose Felix Diaz told me the other day that I was talking to Jose Felix Diaz in my streaming from Twitch in the Spanish channel, and he told me that Marco Asensio really doesn't want to stay in Real Madrid if there's no chance for him to play, right? So he said, yeah, I want out, right? I want out. So he will find the right place to play in, and Manchester United and also Manchester United and Arsenal are pushing hard to sign the player. So one or the other, but they will sign, I'm pretty sure they will sign the Marco Asensio in terms of signing him, right? That's number one. Number two, Mariano Diaz. I don't think anything is going to change when it comes to Mariano Diaz. I think that he will remain in Real Madrid. That is Jose Felix, what Jose Felix Diaz told me the other day. This guy is the same all with Mariano Diaz. Every single summer we have the same drama with the player, because apparently he wants to leave and then he never finds the right spot, the right player, the right team to play in, and he finally remains in Real Madrid, right? Well, it's gonna be the same this year. Let me tell you, it's gotta be the same thing. I don't think he will be out of Real Madrid and he will exhaust his last year contract in Real Madrid. I'm pretty sure of that. And the other one is Odriozola. Álvaro Odriozola was about very close to leave Real Madrid. He had an offer from Nottingham Forest from the Premier League, but apparently something happened and he said no, right? And nothing happened. Okay, so he remained in Real Madrid, and now apparently they are finding, or he is still seeking a team to play in. So I'd say that he will leave Real Madrid very soon, but not yet. Okay, not yet. We still have to wait. Yeah. Okay, more stuff. Yeah, this is Thomas Müller making fun of Barcelona and Robert Lewandowski after the draw of the champions. Not making fun of them, but every time you learn Bayern Munich is going to play against FC Barcelona, you always remember the day they walked over the culés, the FC Barcelona, with that 2-8. And I think that every time a FC Barcelona supporter or fan watches Thomas Müller, it's like, they're scared. They're scared. Problem is, this year they don't have the Robert Lewandowski to walk over them, but it's still scary for them, I think. Yeah. That victory, that defeat actually had a lot of consequences for FC Barcelona, and it was the first step of the declining of the Azulgrana team, in my opinion. Oh, I have to tell you about Rafa Marin, I mean, probably some of y'all don't know who Rafa Marin is, but let me tell you, this young guy is a Castilla former, is a Castilla player. Is the second Real Madrid team. Is the youngster. Is one of the youngsters who play in Real Madrid Castilla with Raúl, and he was about to leave. He was about to play for Rayo Vallecano, and in the last moment something changed, and he will remain in Real Madrid. Right? He's not getting out. He's not going anywhere, and he will remain this season playing for Castilla and Real Madrid. That's another important news, interesting news. And there's another thing that I wanted to share with y'all, and it is Al-Khelaifi talking about the drama between Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. So, Al-Khelaifi blamed, of course, I mean, I was expecting to hear this. He was blaming to the media, he was blaming to the newspapers for creating this kind of controversy between Neymar and Mbappe, which is not true. We all know that Kylian Mbappe and Neymar are not okay with each other, just because Jose Perez Diaz revealed to me the other day that Al-Khelaifi, the same day, right before the renewal event for Kylian Mbappe that you saw, he came downstairs to the locker room, and in front of the rest of the squad, Al-Khelaifi, pointing with his finger to Kylian Mbappe, said, "This guy is the best player in the world." And he said that for 5 times, and he really fed up to players like Neymar and Messi, right? So the drama is not over. The drama is not over yet. So they are still like annoyed, bothered, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but they're not okay with that. And they are probably working on that. They are probably trying to get along. They are trying to get the things back on track and stuff like that. But my opinion is, it is not fake. It is not a lie. It is not a story. It is not something invented by the newspapers and media. It is actually true. It is actually true. And my opinion is, this can lead to something worse between Kylian Mbappe and Neymar, just because if you are still thinking that everything is going to be okay, but you have 2 leaders in the same locker room who are not getting along, my opinion is, over time, in the near future, in the foreseeable future, we are going to see something really bad. We are going to witness something really bad between Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. And as long as the scores, as long as the team is moving forward and winning games and all the stuff, fine, right? It's gonna be fine. But when they start to play the champions and they have to face off teams like Real Madrid, Premier League teams or something like that, and they start to find the bumpy road, they will have problems. I'm pretty sure of that, because when you have a draw or a defeat, or you get eliminated from the champions, that is bad. That is really bad, and that bothers everybody, and that can explode within the locker room of PSG, and something might explode between Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. So let's see what happens. Of course, guys, you're getting into the stream, and of course, thank you so much. I really appreciate your all here with me, because I mean, it's pretty hard every time you stream and you don't see anybody in the other end. It's kind of hard, right? But what I'm saying is that y'all are getting into the stream, are participating, and of course, just drop your messages, guys, and I'll try to respond to every one of y'all, just because it is the first time I'm doing this, and I'm okay responding to y'all. So if you guys want to drop your comments, just do it, and I will try to respond as soon as possible, because in my Spanish channel is different, because I have a bigger audience, right? And I don't have time enough to read everybody and respond to everybody, but as long as I can, I will be there. And of course, I appreciate your patience, and I appreciate your time with me here, because it's very important to me. It is really important. Oh, let me suggest you something, guys. Netflix has released this how you say that, this well kind of movie of Figo, the signing of Figo for Real Madrid from FC Barcelona, and it's quite interesting, guys, because all the truth has been revealed and spoken by the startings of the story by Luis Figo, the agent of Luis Figo back in the day, and Florentino Perez. They are all participating in the movie, and of course, I don't know the name. It's not a movie. It's a serious, not serious. It's a documentary, right? It's a documentary that y'all have to watch because it's super quite interesting. And guys, if you want to watch something really interesting regarding to Real Madrid, just go ahead and play it because I was watching it last night. It's about 2 hours. It's a long documentary, but the time is worth it. The time is worth it. Do it. It's great. Yeah, Smithinho, Hala Madrid. That's right, man. Hala Madrid. Did you watch the video of Kylian Mbappe signing autographs and all the people around him? They were like cheering and saying Hala Madrid. It was super funny. Yeah, it was 20 years ago, Algurava. It was 20 years ago. It's a long time ago. I was a kid. I was 20 years old, and I still remember that. Let's see code. Guys, if you drop any comment, I would appreciate that y'all drop the country you are writing from. Okay, that'd be great because I want to know where my audience is from, right? So if you can drop, along with your comment, if you can drop the name of your country, that'd be awesome. Let C Code says, how do you think our defense is gonna look with the signing of Rudiger? Way better. But let me tell you something. It is very unlikely to happen. Antonio Rudiger is gonna be in the starting 11 every time. He won't be featured in the starting 11 because I think that David Alaba and Militao will be there. And unless something happened with Ferland, so Alaba has to replace Ferland, and then Antonio Rudiger might get the spot and take over David Alaba's spot, I don't think Antonio Rudiger will be there. Will be in the starting 11. So let's see what happens. Oh, from South Africa. That's great. Awesome. We are a multicultural channel, right? We are coming up from different backgrounds and contexts and stuff like that. Yeah, that's great. All right, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna keep scrolling up so we can keep watching news and stuff that we can comment. Yeah, well, this is I don't know if y'all know this guy. If you watch El Chiringuito, you know that this guy is JOTA, right? Well, right after the draw, he was kind of, bothered and sassy and all this stuff because he said, oh my God, what a draw. Real Madrid group is super easy, whereas our group is super difficult and stuff like that. But let me tell you something. Real Madrid won the Champions last year. So that's why the draw for Real Madrid was quite easier considering we are the champions. So we have to be in the eliminatories. I'm saying, the quarterfinals, the 16th round or something like that. So that is why, if you guys, and I'm talking to JOTA and FC Barcelona, if you guys are able to qualify, then you'll probably show the world that you are a candidate for the champions, right? But you cannot complain about anything considering you were eliminated. You were eliminated from the Europe League, which is nuts. That was nuts. Anyways. Rory-san, Siwe in Botswana, thanks for the content. Botswana, oh my God, that's super far away from here. I never expected to have people from Botswana. Oh my God, it's super far away. That's awesome, though. It's awesome. Yeah. Now today I will be here for 30 minutes and that's it. But over the time, I will increase the time with y'all, because now I have to stream in my Spanish channel, and I have to spend quite more time with them, because I have a bigger audience, and I'm more well known in the Spanish world, right? In all the Spanish speaker countries. So yeah, I have to spend more time there. But of course, I mean, over the time, I will increase my time here in the English channel, because it makes a lot of sense to me to gather all the audience from overseas. And it's funny because there are not many people from the United States, but from the Middle East. They have more people from the Middle East, Arabia, and also Africa, and more countries like that, and more continents like that. So it is quite funny to me, but I'm delighted to be here with you all, just sharing news and stuff like that. And of course, if you need me to, I don't know, just ask me whatever you need. You can also reach out to me through my Instagram account. I'm gonna drop it here, so you guys can reach out to me. So let's go. Do you think Real will try out the 4-4-2 formation next year if they sign Jude Bellingham? No, not at all. I mean, I don't think so. Ancelotti is not a very big fan of the 4-4-2. He tried, though, when he was coaching to Milan, I think back in the day. But for Real Madrid, when you have players like Vinicius Junior, Benzema, or even Rodrigo Goes, it is quite hard to think that you are going to use this kind of system, right? I would say, though, by the time Jude Bellingham comes up, I think that one or the other, Modric or Kroos, I'm not going to say they are going to retire, but they won't be featured in the starting 11 every single Sunday. So that means we might see another transition, right? And considering we already have Tchouaméni, maybe Jude Bellingham will replace to whether, I don't know, maybe Modric or maybe Toni Kroos. I'm not quite sure, but I don't think Real Madrid is going to change his system. But let's see. You never know in soccer. You never know. Yeah, that's right. All right, guys. So 30 minutes. So take care of y'all. And of course, see you in the next streaming. Bye, guys. Have a great day. I really appreciate that you got into the stream. And of course, I encourage you to follow all the videos that I already uploaded. You have all the content we've been talking about here. You have all the content, plenty of content in my videos. So I encourage you again to watch my channel, to keep watching, to follow my news, my content, and all the stuff. Guys, see you in the next one.